Hey everybody, it's Audrey. Welcome to the Clique Kits blog share for October, where the new team is revealed and we are sharing some projects with some goodies from the store. Also, happy World Card Making Day. So I hope you get to do something crafty today. So I am using the Simple Stories Posh line, and I'm also going to use a few bits from the Millie and June collection from Fancy Pants. So I have already used some of this paper for a couple other projects, so I'm going to cut out a few strips here, and I really wanted to have these lines, well, on the paper they're printed, horizontally, but I really wanted them to be diagonal, so I had to trim them up on the diagonal because I wanted the stripes on them to be in that direction and not just straight across. So I'm using a photo of my kiddos from the state fair, and they're enjoying some ice cream treats, some dollar ice cream cones. And I printed it in black and white because there were just a ton of colors going on in that photo, and it was really hard to kind of look at the moment in the photo when there was so many colors going on. So I changed it to black and white and kind of added a vignette around the edges to kind of give it better focus to the center. So I'm going with this. My original plan was to use those strips to kind of frame my photo, but it's kind of taking on not a really abstract frame shape. So those strips are going to kind of, I guess it kind of looks like a tic-tac-toe board now that I look at it. And then I used a piece of like kind of really light pink paper in the background to help ground the photo a little bit. And it's hard to tell, but those little polka dots there are gold foil. They're really pretty. Okay, so this piece of chevron paper, I was going to just, so I cut out like a chevron strip, and I was just going to cut some of the lines between the, in between each little arrow shape there, and kind of just have them frayed like a fringe, I guess I'm trying to say. But I folded them over, and I just love how that looked. So I'm going to leave those sides fold over, and you'll see better when I do the close-up of what I mean about that. So I'm cutting out this cupcake because I really think I'm going to use it because it's a little sweet treat, and my kids are enjoying a sweet treat, and I thought it would be super cute to use. But I put it there, and you can see that the top of the cupcake just blends in with the background. And it was this exact same color, and it just totally got lost. So it wasn't even standing out at all. And I'm looking for other kind of things to add. I was looking for other cupcakes or other little sweet treats. There is one on that sticker sheet as well, but it wasn't the right color. So I'm going to kind of give up the cupcake idea and just go with some other embellishments. So I'm going to mark my page with a pencil where I have everything laid out, just because I know I'll never get it back to exactly how I had it, and it'll make me mad. And I'm going to add some mist to the background. Now, I'm going to try the packaging technique, and that's what everybody calls it, I guess, is the packaging technique. I have actually never tried it before, so I went a little heavy on the mist, I think, and I'm leaving the area there for a second because I have a sink right behind me in my scrap space, and I'm adding just a little drop of water to the mist to kind of mix it on a little bit better. So I am rubbing that on, and I really like how that looks. I'm going to use another color, and it also dries really fast when you do it like this. So I'm going to add some. Both of these are Heidi Swap. The first one was coral, and the second one is mustard. And I dried it with my heat gun, and then I'm going to add some blue, or actually this is teal, some teal drops, and it came out really pretty. I love that technique. So I'm going to I definitely have to figure out how it works a little bit better. So I got to experiment with it more, but the colors just matched perfectly. So they were really pretty. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm going to just distress the edges of my paper here just to give it a little bit of texture and a little dimension. And remember I marked with my pencil lines where that goes, so I'm not just randomly putting it down. Now I'm putting it right back where it was, and I'm taking a little gum eraser and erasing all the little pencil lines I had made. I'm going to glue these strips on. And I'm going to trim them down a little bit because they were a little bit too long when I had them, where I had them originally. So it's funny how you have like this page, I had the design in mind before I started. Like I knew exactly what I was going to do, and it just goes so much faster when you have a plan. So yeah, so this one came together kind of quick for me. And it also helps when you lay something out and you just go with it and don't fiddle around with it 20 times, because that's what I usually do. I felt that my photo was kind of not standing off the page very much, so I'm going to add these are ThermoWeb mixed media sheets. This is from my stash, and it's kind of like an interfacing, and I'm using the heavyweight sheet, and usually the lightweight sheet tears very easily, but this is the heavyweight sheet and it does not tear as easily. So I'm kind of you have to really find a spot and kind of give it a little start with a little nick with the scissors and then rip it, because it's really tough to rip. But it comes out okay. Some of the spots where I ripped a little too much, and then some of the edges are a little too straight from the scissors, but whatever. You don't even notice in the final page. So, and the other thing is you have to use a tape runner with it, because the liquid glue doesn't work very well on the mixed media sheets. So, okay, so I've got all these strips down, and I have gone through and stitched over them with zigzag stitches and straight stitches. I just did a mix of zigzag and straight stitches. Got my photo adhered to the mixed media sheets, added my little heart up there. Gosh, I don't remember where the hearts are from. Oh, darn. That's going to drive me crazy. And then I was also trying to add, they're kind of like bobby pins, these Simple Stories little icons. And I was trying to add one to my photo, but I didn't like the way the bobby pins stuck down. So I'm going to not use that. I'm also trying to find a spot where I feel that these balloons are going to work, and I tack them down there, but if I'm going to have something in the bottom right, I don't want something in the top right. So I'm trying to figure out where I like them, because they're so cute, and it's kind of like a fair-like icon symbol, so I do want to add them in. I eventually do add them in, but it takes me a while to figure out where exactly I want to put them. So I'm just kind of auditioning some of these stickers here. I decided to put the 2 there in the middle. My only thing with that 2 is that it's kind of a busy pattern, and it doesn't really stand out that well against the heart. I do outline it with a black pen at the end, but it just, I don't know, I just wish it was more of a solid color, but it's all right. This little kind of ribbon shape, the center says best friends. Now, my children are definitely not best friends with each other. They are going through a stage right now where they are fighting about everything. So yeah, I would not say that they're best friends. But what I did is I just cut out a little piece of paper, a circle shape, and then I added another sticker on top of it, the little heart. And I love the way that came out. On that little ribbon banner thing, it's very hard to tell in this video, but one of the little kind of ribbon pieces coming off the bottom is kind of a really bright blue. And the little heart that I just put on the top kind of left of the photo, the little blue heart sticker, it's the same shade of blue. And these alphas are very similar. They're not exactly the same, but close enough. So I'm going to use those to kind of create that visual triangle with this blue color, because that's the only places on the page where there is this blue color. Okay, so finally I decide, okay, you know what, I'm just going to add the balloons there. And I ripped, actually, I'm not sure if I did it here or if I think I take it off again and put it back on, but I ripped the bottom part of the balloon, so I couldn't put it on top of the photo because I ripped the little bow off in the bottom, so I had to stick it behind there. And I love these little star shapes. They're that really bright gold. They're so shiny. They're so super cute. So I'm going to add those on, and then a little arrow helping point to the treats that they're having. Oh, there, the balloons go back on. They come off again, don't worry. So yeah, a little bit more gold over on that side. And the rest is just kind of little bits. I add a couple more little gold star stickers from the Simple Stories stickers, and then I add some, what else do I add? Look at me tapping my fingers. I really am not sure. I question myself so much. I should just learn to go with the flow better and just kind of, I don't know, just go with it and be satisfied. I would probably get a lot more done that way. I definitely wanted something under the heart to make it stand out a little bit better on the top of the photo, so I pulled a label out of my drawer, and that fit in good. And once I did that, I felt like the balloons fit up there a little bit better too, so I'm glad I put the balloons up at the top there. And then I think I add some enamel. Oh, I already added the enamel dots. I see them on there. I added some enamel dots at some point. I'm not sure when I did that. I wasn't paying close enough attention when I'm doing this voiceover. So a few more stickers, and what else? That's pretty much it. I do add in, I'm going to just start gluing things down here. I'm going to add in a piece of flare, and I'm not sure if I get it on video or not. I think it was kind of a last second thought there that I had a piece of flare that just matched the colors so perfect. And that flare is from Cuts to Love, which is a Etsy store, Canadian Etsy store. Oh yeah, I gotta do the date here. I love adding the date to my pages in this way with these little labels. I have a whole drawer full of them in lots of different colors. I think it's important to put the date on the pages because I'm sure in years when I go back and look through these, I'm not going to remember the dates. I'll look at my kids and say, were you 4 or 5 in this picture? Not that I ever really go through my scrapbook albums that much, but you know, when I do, I'll have the dates there. Oh yeah, so here's that piece of flare. I think it adds a little bit more to that title and that arrow over there. Just kind of, yeah. And then, oh yeah, I added a little tiny sticker right on top of the flare. I had a little arrow sticker there, and I just took it off the page and I stuck it on top of the flare. And then I'm just going to use some other tiny alphas from my stash to make the title What a Treat. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love these alphas. They are Adorn It, and they're like a navy blue. They're so cute. So there is the finished page. Oh, and there you can see the papers folded over. So I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to stop by and visit all the lovely ladies' projects on the blog share today, and so excited to be part of the Clique Kits team. And you'll see more soon. Thanks.